Hello everybody, this is Clean Room 4500, and today we're going to be taking a look at what I call Cinema of the Droids, or Kino Der Droiden, or Droiden. Which Kino Der Droiden, I googled to see the translation of Cinema of the Droids rather than Cinema of the Dead, and what I found was Kino Der Droiden, because that's what they announced it as. We're gonna take a look at Cinema of the Droids. All the droid NPCs here are gonna be non-hostile, they're gonna be allies, and, the droids here also replace zombies, because this is a recreation of Kino Der Toten, and, while I didn't make the map myself, somebody else did, but, I did manage to put all the droids there, and, the droids now just dominate the entire, and if you go outside, you can actually see the inside of the building, regardless. Pretty crazy. Without further ado, we're going to go through this I can so let's go take a look at Kino Der Droiden. I think I know that. Hang on, I know what I have to do here. So, Kino Der Droiden is like I said, a creation of Kino Der Toten. And I not this is no mod for Black Ops. GMOD, there's mod, remember, you know? But yeah. So we're gonna look at here, we're going to come in here, and yeah, you can see the outsides, and there are droids, obviously, the droids just walk around, they are armed, they are pilot, and droid, and they are equipped with only glasses for fighting the old components, rather than five. But yeah, you get the point. So, now we're here. The car I use. Now, well, we can get it here, but, we can take a look at some of these vehicles. Oh, this one's really old. This one too. But this could have been a Resident Evil 2 vehicle. But going back inside, we go into the building and start appearing. But up here, we have to note the building. So here we have the atrium, the front entrance. Where we can get the food, get the stuff, and we're gonna go take a look at this area. More droids here, stuff you can activate. There are no weapon boxes. The content here is not present. Not even the zombies. It's just the map. There's no turret, there's no meteors, there's no zombies, no hyperdrive, no gift machines, or whatever one you want to call them. There are no zombies, there is no mystery box, there's no pack-a-punch, just a plain map. And all the doors are unlocked as well. So in that area, now we're gonna go take a look at here. Here zombies, droids are walking around all over the place. Droids here and equipment. it's pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of zombies anymore. I used to be, but I just figured I could download this thing and make a game for myself. And probably towards the end of the video, I would like to go over what would happen if all of these zombies had been at some point fixed with a brand new game that features robots. Here, yeah, this area, and also in here, you can hear that, you can hear a police sound in the background. That's what it is. Pretty weird. You know those menu thingies that sound like police sirens? They actually sound like police sirens. In a way. Upstairs and we find this area. We find it's like a little tiny room. We can hang out, chill. Nice. And this, I guess, is the dressing room now. I played this map before. So heading back outside. We can also get back here. And we can go into the front area right here. And this run. This must be the power room. Oh yeah, well, maybe upstairs the building room. So it's not that taken over. Here we have the another stage run, I guess. There was supposed to be something back here. I don't know what these things barrels, but we're going to come out here find the main area. That's the main area. Droids. There's so many droids. Paintings and these AAT drivers have green and blue and somewhat yellow paintings. Pretty funny that they walk. They like scan for zombies or something like that. On top of that, we like turn around, like no clip into this building, we actually find the command room, which is the protection room. Here we have 2 B2 Super Battle Droids, 2 BX Commando Droids, and the Super Tactical Droid Commander. Really not make any of these mods. I just wanted to showcase this whole simulation to you guys. I really hope I'm not hurting anyone by doing this. It's just something fun I figured I could do. Bring some funness to everyone. No. Well, okay. Well, yes, you can activate a teleporter and go into this room. But when you are teleported out of the room, you will just be straight up teleported back to that teleport pod. There is no going to a mysterious room after this room. Unlike with the Black Ops Zombies. This is GMOD. They don't put that into the thing. Because there's no need for it. This content is actually just created by regular people, not professional companies. And yeah, droids. They're pretty good. This is also where the zombies come from. You can also no flip into them. But you may not like them because you just walk in there and it's really nothing. Well, I guess these droids can just walk into the barriers without needing no clip. Well, I guess that's the end of the tour. Now, I want to go over this theory. What if, Treyarch, developers of Black Ops, decided to do away with zombies, for the most part, go on with something different, robot, like they did in Black Ops 3. Well, sort of. Black Ops robots showed up in the campaign and then multiplayer in Black Ops 3. They didn't show up very well in zombies. But, I know I'm not a fan of Black Ops Zombies anymore, but I figured I could, point this out to you guys. So, what I would say here is, I think that, if they were to do away with zombies for the most part, I think that with this video coming out, well, the video I'm making that's coming out, I figured that one possible theory is that they could choose to do something different. Instead of zombies, they could rather just robots. Like, robots are the big enemy, instead of zombies and stuff. And, I think it'd be crazy. Like, robots just coming out wave after wave with better weapons as enemy soldiers did in Modern Warfare 3 Survival mode. Now, it'd be pretty crazy. You'd have to avoid, you would have to avoid laser fire or bullet fire, and, you would have more health, and you would get better perks, and some of these robots possible could be pretty tough. You know, GI units, hounds, Cerberuses, Augusts, Paws, SPs, Wraiths, intelligent robots, even rats, intelligent. They're pretty insane. And really, if robots were to replace zombies ever in Call of Duty, it'd be pretty insane. As, it'd be crazy. Like, imagine just a metal machine just shooting at you and shoot your arm off and just keep shooting at you. Pretty insane, huh? Well, that's something that went after they ruined. So, I got a story to put together. I think I can put a story together with you guys. So bear with me. I'm going to talk about my story theory, and I would like to hear your thoughts on it in the comment section below. So, here's the main storyline. Would be the same storyline as the Ether, just like probably just a bit after the Cold War. I don't know the story of Cold War or Black Ops 4, but I do know of Black Ops 3, what happened. But, so, I'm gonna go over a brief overview of the storyline. So, this storyline would be about, a 17-year-old teenager named Sean. We will not know his last name until the later installments of Black Ops Extermination. Which is what I would call it, Black Ops Extermination. We fight robots instead of zombies. And, Sean is living with another teenager named Sam. We don't know her last name either, but they are not related to each other. They are just roommates in an academy called, I haven't developed the name for the organization that they live in and serve. But got an idea. I would call it the Surviving Republic. An organization dedicated to ruling the world, basically. They want to rule the world. The reason why they want to rule the world is because they want to fight. They're trying to use everything in the world to try to destroy a powerful AI that's controlling all the robots called satellite aerial. No, I'm gonna call it Codex. Codex. That's gonna be a term. Codex. Codex would be the controller of all the robots, and Codex is out to try and fix all the damage that caused by Rick Coffin and the Ultimate Crew and Samantha in Black Ops 1, and later Dr. Max's spread on the world in Black Ops 2, which in this timeline never happened, as Codex was able to stop the destruction of the Earth through resources that were placed under the ground. With those resources, Codex was able to stop the destruction of the Earth, and it was able to send robots out and destroy all the zombies. And while zombies would appear briefly, well, very rarely in the extermination, they'll ultimately probably just be walkers rather than runners. Zombies may run, but that's just the case. You could find a hellhound, because that's what I'm going to call them, hellhound, when they're really just called hellhound, really. but the bots are really robots are really just the main enemy now. However, what also becomes the main enemy in later time is the Republic itself, as the Republic ends up turning into an empire that's ruled by one man. Normally it would be ruled by a Senate, but most of the decisions are just made by the Chancellor, who later becomes the Emperor.
Assessing damage. I need to self-repair.
And the Emperor is out to rule the world, to try and stop these faults from ever happening again. And yes, these droids actually speak a droid language. So, it would feature completely different maps. These maps would be much bigger, much larger, and would require vehicles to move around, rather than the zombies maps. And these droids and the robots can also use vehicles. Well, they use their own vehicles, but you can hijack them, and you can hack into the robots themselves and put them on your side if you have the correct perks, which the perks are always carried with you. It wouldn't be like zombies where you just find stuff. You'd be given this stuff automatically by a system that appears before you start a game, and you level up as you destroy robots and stuff. And destroying robots probably just give you small amount of points, but doing actual things for the storyline stuff, like little things, like side things, actually gets you a lot of points, and you would be able to go up to as high as 100. So, and back to the storyline. So, Sean lived with Sam and in a town called, the town's name, I'm gonna call it Nabo. The town of Nabo. So, Nabo was annexed and integrated by the surviving Republic, which is later the surviving Empire. And the people there probably just stick with the Republican rule, and they just stick with that. The reason why I say the Republic is going to become the Empire is because of its bureaucracy-free corruption tyranny. Most decisions are basically just made by one man with lack of transparency from everyone. So Sam and Sean probably go to a school which has been turned into an academy by force by the Republic. It's an academy intended to fight robots. And the academy there is pretty crazy. So it'd be crazy enough just to find a bunch of robots here, but well, being forced to train to be a deadly robot killing machine that kills robots, well, just be a crazy killing machine that kills robots rather than regular humans is pretty crazy. But it's really just something that could be. Now, while Sean resents the Republic a little bit, Sam has no views at all, and nobody even knows where Sam came from. He just showed up from somewhere, lost, and she really has no memory of herself, and she's just afraid of life. But as she's grown, she was found as a young girl, and Sam was roommated with Sean and some other people. Oh, Sean, that's just one of my dogs. So, player count anymore, it'd be like 10, like 10 main characters instead of 4. There would be Jackson, Zachary, Ethan, and Anthony. Another, and for the female, there are also females, which are of course Olivia, Angel, Alice, and Jennifer. Sean has an American accent. Sean has an American accent. So in the beginning of the storyline, it shows Satcom. Well, it shows it shows a city, the town of Nabo, and Sean and Sam doing some work training in the academy. So, Sean and Sam, they get together and they don't call themselves. They do not call themselves. So after training, Sean goes to his homeworld and he starts thinking about his life and how it's been for his whole time, how he fought so many robots. And Sam just walks in the room and asks what he thinks about it. In reply, Sean says that he doesn't feel happy with how Renaissance is. The Republic has been. Like, he also tells Sam that he fears it's going to become something different than what it really stands for. That everyone's about to know the Republic's true motives at some point. When the others come into the room, they ask about their day, and before they can reply, a huge explosion happens in the street. Happens somewhere in the streets, and the engineer go outside, and they find that Davo is being attacked by robots. This is where a game starts. This is where one of the map starts. It would be called Invasion. The map would be called Invasion. And the characters would have to fight robots to make their way out of the city and join the rest of the Republic. So what you would have to do is you would be starting in a room at level 1, and the robots here would be with semi-automatic versions of these. The robots would be The robots here would be equipped with semi-automatic versions of these Kotar blasters, and they would do very less damage. You destroy them, and as soon as you destroy all of them, you probably can level up to level 2 or something. The points you get really just depends on what kind of robot you destroy. If you were to destroy one of the heavy tactical, the advanced expensive tactical robots, you probably get a bunch of level ups at the same time. find them. It's not like the round they come wave after wave. They spawn various areas, you have to destroy them, and they also respawn areas. They just respawn with better weapons and better everything. And you have to destroy them, and the cycle just keeps going on and on until you complete the map. And which a cutscene occurs where Sam and, okay, so the cutscene, okay, I don't want to go on. The cutscene is basically the first area, and there's the map where you have to fight the robots, and find a way to escape. As Nabo gets lost in the robots. Yeah, Nabo falls to the robot. As the robots got into powerful motherships that we saw in Black Ops 3. I played the campaign in Black Ops 3, pretty crazy. So, when Sean and Sam escape, they meet Chancellor Fortress. Chancellor Fortress was the, no, I'm gonna call it not Chancellor Fortress. Chancellor Fortress is the Chancellor of the Republic and later the Emperor of the Empire. And the army consists solely of contracts. It's illegal to volunteer for the army because they just like screw people by force who don't want to fight the military because I think that these atrocities, because the atrocities that are probably just to try and demoralize the robots because Mortis thinks that robots have souls which they really don't, and he wants to inspire fear in the robots, which never really happens. And nobody stands up to them because the reason that is because if there was anyone who would stand up against it, it would be his loyal followers who are also fighting the robots. But really, he becomes an emperor and something happens to him later on. And that's the Empire crumbles way before the fall of Codex. The death of a bit after the death of the Empire, we find out many secrets about both Sean and Sam. And when the Empire falls, that becomes an entire faction. They form an entire faction called the Survivors. The Survivors are basically faction of just homeless people who are trying, a bunch of teenagers that are trying to let themselves survive and one day destroy Codex before it can cause any more harm. As Codex's methods are pretty insane. Codex probably just go around killing zombies en masse, killing people en masse. Just the robots just do all these things, and it makes people think that this is another apocalypse. There's a robot apocalypse this time that is empowering both them and zombies. And the zombies are mostly extinct in this timeline. You can't encounter them in areas like caves or something, like underground tunnels, but most of those tunnels are actually occupied by manned robots. They're not occupied by the undead, but some are. Like, ones that are really old and really just, they really show no lights. Oh, fine, you can find white eyes, lights, which are the eyes of the zombies. The lights would be white instead of yellow or blue or red. And the zombies here would do less damage. They move a little very slow. Well, some of them would move a bit faster than others, but the damage is like 0 dots, like less HP. They can only take, it would take a whole bunch of them to kill you. So zombies are really just an annoyance in in extermination. They're not the main enemy anymore. However, in the later installments, I do expect, I do say that you find a very shocking secret about Sean later on, about his lineage. His lineage that's a big secret. But as for Sam, we'll find her lineage pretty quickly. Well, somewhere after the death of the Empire. And after the death of the Empire, really the survivors just escape the ruins of the cities, and they try to survive on their own in the woods. Some do remain in the city.
I need to self-repair.
Some do remain, but in the city. But characters here are all the characters survive, and they try and survive on their own. Since there's no Empire or Republic anymore, it's just Codex. Codex becomes the dominating factor in the war, in post zombie apocalypse Earth to that day. And after Codex is ruled, and during Codex's undisputed power, finds that characters would have to find ways. Characters would have to they would be able to find various old buildings that are actually on other maps in Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies, the PS version, like several maps that are in the PS version that aren't in the console version or PC. And characters here would need to find a way to survive. So they take shelter in these buildings and they barricade up everything and they defend everything off. They also kill out any.
My servos are broken.
They also kill out any
My servos are broken.
They also kill off any zombies that remain after the zombie destruction, that's the zombie genocide that Codex has performed by its robots. And during this time, Sean figures out how to deprogram robots, and instead of working with the Republic, he decides to work with an army of his own of robots that he reprogrammed. He even makes them too. He figures out how to build them later on, and he goes on with an army of robots instead. He and his friends. It's not just the 8, it's not just the 10 as well. There's also many other survivors that named survivors that are done. They're like survivor soldiers, like stuff. They all got alive as a nuclear detonation. A nuclear bomb was dropped in the air somehow. We're gonna find out who dropped the nuclear bomb later on. It could be Codex, but we don't know who. Maybe somebody came out a leak to the Empire's location, and Codex intercepted it and was able to drop a fatal blow on the Empire, destroying it for good. This bomb also killed Locusts, I meant. Also killed Locusts. And probably later on, again, as I said, we're basically gonna find out Sean's true lineage, and we're gonna find out Sam really is, who Sam's lineage is, much before we find out about Sean. And there's also a pretty interesting character you'll find later on. He showed up in Black Ops 3, but I'm not going to give his name here. I know his name, but I'm not going to say it, because I would rather it be a surprise. Well, of course, I'm not a Treyarch developer. I don't work on Call of Duty games. But, I am unemployed, so, I don't make any money, and really, if I was the creator, I'm not gonna say who his name is, but I'm not gonna say who the Black Ops 3 character is, but I am gonna say he's a scientist, so that probably just gives out a good lead. You probably know who that is now that I just said the word scientist. So, later on, we find out Sean's real lineage. And Sam, I'm gonna say this, Sam is the one who tells Sean about his real lineage. And shocked to see this, Sean actually, tries to avoid contact with anyone who is human, only speaking to his robots. He later tells everyone else his real lineage, but tells them that he's confused. He doesn't know who his ancestor is. He doesn't really know his ancestor, and really just decides to try and find out secrets on his own. But he does allow the survivors to accompany him. So the survivors would probably work together with Sean and his robots. They find more secrets about where Sean came from. But again, as I said, we find out Sam really is probably like a bit after the death of the Empire. And after the death of the Empire, Sam actually sees some sort of okay, so we're gonna have to cut this straight. Alright, so if they were gonna do this kind of robot thing, I bet it would range from Black Ops 5 to Black Ops 10. And we also see the characters from Primus, Ultimus, and Victim's characters probably slightly after the destruction of the Empire. We don't know anything about the survivors, but they are trying to figure out what happened to Earth, why it wasn't destroyed, and how Earth wasn't destroyed. And find out it wasn't because of this Empire, it was because of an AI called Codex. They find this out from, of course, Sean. And actually, Sean and Codex actually have history together. We later find out that Codex was built by we don't know who. We find out he was built by, another scientist, not the one I was talking about, but another one that probably worked closely with that scientist, that, we find out that, that scientist is also able to stop his own aging process when he was a teenager. So he's like 17 years old. He's male. He also has an American accent, and he also spied on Group 95. And scientists and Codex at some point to work together to destroy Samantha. And Samantha found out about it and tried to scramble up as many zombies in the world as possible to try and stop them, destroy them. But obviously she was thwarted by Rick Puppet, who didn't know what he was doing, because Samantha probably knew the damage that... Samantha was quick to know the damage that this AI supercomputer could commit. If that AI were to be able to go loose, she knew the kind of damage it would do. So, before she could put in some finishing touches to try and finish them off, she was thwarted by Rick Puppet, who wanted to destroy for himself, and had no idea that there was an AI out there. So, after the whole moon debacle, scientists and Codex attempted to find a cure to the zombies and succeeded. It was called CVRIE, in short. And after the cure was developed, they heard rumbling and shaking going on the ground as Dr. Maxis has now been restored. Tries to destroy the Earth, but something happens. Instead of the Earth getting destroyed, it will look destroyed by the Victus and Primus and Ultimus point of view. But it will also be Max's point of view, but instead of the Earth getting destroyed, there's machinery built into the ground that is going on that is able to stop destruction of the Earth. Earth's destruction is stopped, and that's how we get to extermination in Black Ops 5. If that ever really happens. I'm just giving out my own storyline. I don't know about Treyarch or anything, but that's how extermination starts. But extermination ends. We see the actual death of the scientist from Black Ops 3. And then, well, okay, we don't see his death, but he doesn't die. Okay, he does die. But he first sees the destruction of Codex. Well, and which the scientist in Black Ops 3 had no idea. The scientist in Black Ops 3 is actually killed by Codex, not Sean or anything. So, Codex is destroyed after Monty's, no, I forgot his name, dang it. We see Codex being destroyed a bit after, like, one mission after that scientist from Black Ops 3's death. By Codex's hands, of course. So, after Codex's destruction, the survivors are victorious. They use their own robot army to try and clean up the remains of Earth. And this gets them into a bit of conflict later. This later gets them into a bit of conflict with the old zombies crews, which they try and stop them from recolonizing the old Earth that was supposed to be destroyed, but never was. But with no elemental gods out there anymore, I would have to say it failed. So, yeah. Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, so, hold on. So the survivors and the crews get into a bit of a conflict with each other, in Black Ops 11, I guess. And Sean would be leading the survivor side of things. But however, I'm just gonna stop right there. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, please leave a like and comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Also, click that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching.